in today's episode, we're going to finish up fitting out the storage box on the front of the camper. We're also going to have a look at the new fridge that I've bought that will fit in there, and we're going to pull the compressor off it and move it. So stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Daryl and welcome to this week's exciting episode. This is our new fridge that we're putting in the drawbar box of the camper. It's an Engel 30-litre front drawer fridge. Why have I done this? As you well know, if you watch the channel regularly, I've got a 32-litre Engel fridge that's the traditional chest fridge freezer with the opening top. The fridge in the Jeep, which was a really old 15-year-old Waco, has died. And I just decided, let's take the opportunity to get a new fridge for in here. So I've moved the 32-litre chest fridge into the Jeep, and I went through the process of what am I going to buy for this. And looking at everything, both the drawer fridge and the chest fridge at 30 litres weigh exactly the same. There may be a kilo in it. They're both about 21 kilos. The good thing about this is I don't need a fridge slide, which saves me 15 kilos. I've had a look at a few different fridge slides and they're all around the 15 kilo range. So by not having to buy a fridge slide and have that in there, I've saved 15 kilos straight off the bat, which is a really good thing as far as I'm concerned. The other reason that I've bought this is packaging, and this fits in here really, really nice. Now, with this fridge, the compressor is movable, and on the previous versions of these, they actually told you that it can be fitted to the back, either side, or up to a metre away. However, with this version, which is the latest version, it's an SB30F, on their website now they list 3 different models. So there's an SB30 compressor at the rear, there's one with the compressor on the right, and there's one with the compressor on the left. I need to mount this on the right hand side because that packages really well in this box. We've got a lot of room that's dead down this side of the fridge, and if I can put the compressor there, it frees up a whole lot of room at the back of the fridge for just packing in stuff, which is what I'm after with this box. So I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. As far as I'm concerned, looking at this before I've purchased it, the wiring kit is now all there, and they've just bundled it up and they've got a cable tie around it. The reason I don't think they want you moving it now is that the refrigeration line in this is all coiled up around the compressor, and when you move the compressor, you've either got to straighten the line out if you're having it up to a metre away, or curl some of it up at the back and curl some of it up over the compressor. There's also fan direction. You've got to look at fan direction. They tell you all of this in their manual, and it depends if you get the US manual or the local Australian manual. But I'm keen to have a play, yes, and probably void my warranty in the process, but hey, I'm okay with that. I've looked at it. I reckon everything's there and it's all just cable tied or wound up, and all you need to do is remount the compressor where you want it. And as I said, it'll be on the right hand side of this. All the screw holes are still in the actual case. So it's basically unscrewing the compressor from the back, moving it to the side, screwing it back on the side of the case. The refrigeration line, you've got to be really careful with these refrigeration lines that you don't bend them and kink them. So you've got to leave nice round bends in corners where you bend them, and just be careful with them. Just don't manhandle them all around the place. But if they're letting their service agents relocate these compressors, it's able to be done, and I'm sure I can do it. So let's have a look at relocating this compressor and see if I bugger it up or not. As you can see from that footage, it was quite simple to move the compressor from the rear to the side, and it is actually made for it because all the mounting holes are already drilled. All of the cabling is, there's so much length in the cabling. I've still had to bundle up the cabling, not as much as Engel have it, but there's still heaps of cabling if you wanted to remote mount this compressor. With the refrigeration lines, I have gone back and I've just tidied them all up, and as you can see, it looks a whole lot better than what it was. What I'm trying to do here is mimic how Engel have their refrigeration lines if I would have got this from the factory. So I've got it very, very similar to how they've got those. I've put in another 2 P-clips. I noticed they've got another P-clip in the picture of the rear of their left-hand compressor model. This fan that normally mounts vertical on this side, if the compressor's at the back, I noticed that when they put it to that side, they mount the fan horizontal to here, and all the mounting holes are there for it. It's actually turned out quite good, and I have had this fridge running for the last week to make sure that there was no issues that I've overlooked. So it's very happy with it. It works as it should, ready to put it back into the camper. Let's have a look at how I've got the mountings for these. To mount the fridge, I've put in some T-nuts into the positions they need to be for the mountings for the fridge. I've bought some 8mm threaded rod, cut that to length, threaded that into the T-nuts, and we've now got studs that stick up, that the fridge mounts just sit down and we screw nuts over the top. I've cut out the corresponding holes in the plywood to suit, and we're ready to go with that. With the batteries, I've got all of that sorted now. What I've done with that is I bought some self-adhesive high density foam, and it was the exact width that I needed for the batteries to sit on. I've stuck that to the floor of the box. The batteries then just sit in their cradle. I've put a footman hook on the front and rear cross member of each battery and just strapped them all down, and they are as solid as a rock. They're not going anywhere. They're all connected up. The electrical system in the camper's running. We just need to sort out the carpet on this ply and bolt the fridge in and connect it up. So that's done. Floor's in, fridge is in, everything's bolted down, fridge is connected up to the electrical system. The electrical system runs through the Red Arc Red Vision panel. I've programmed in a fridge icon and a switch for it, so if I want to isolate the fridge for whatever reason, I don't have to open the fridge, I just have to hit the button up here and the whole fridge circuit is isolated. It'll be interesting to see how this fridge goes. I hear mixed reviews about the drawer fridges. I thought by buying an Engel, which has the same motor as all the other Engel fridges that you buy, I'd be buying the best that I could of this type of fridge. Without using it, I can't see much difference between these and the upright fridges. Both are lighter than the chest fridges and not having to have the slide outs and things like that. And both have their fors and against. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But I feel combined with the traditional top opening Engel chest fridge. We've got 60 litres of fridge, or 30 and 30 of fridge freezer, or 60 litres of freezer capacity. It should be quite good. With regards to packing everything in here, I've got in here what I wanted. I want the Weber barbecue, I want the tent for our 270-degree annex, our side tent, and I wanted the pegs for the tent in here. Everything to do with the camper fits within the camper except our 2 camp chairs. What that means is if we pull up at night, we don't have to empty out the inside of the camper and then put up with a bed with dust or dirt on it from whatever we've been storing on it. But at the end of the day, the Jeep has nothing to do with our camping in it. All that has is our personal possessions, and if I've got fishing gear or surfing gear or something like that, it'll be in there. We're getting there. It's getting to where I wanted this camper to be. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.